Okay, Rabbi, so we're planning whether we're going to say over the whole shir, but repeat the shir, but the Maisa is just going to do the seeking of when must one repeat the Shmonei Esrei.
I think the most important klal is halt cup. There's no unton the hood, unton the cup, put on the head, and to focus, because every shayla is a very, very serious shayla. Mitzarecha, you're talking about 19 brachas that might be levatala. If you really don't have to daven, if you're supposed to daven, you didn't daven over, it's kila yispalel. So certainly it's important to know what we're saying, especially in this time of the year, going into the summer, when saying Mashiv Baruch or Talamat Levracha is a siman klol, it's a kilkul in the Shmonei Esrei. So certainly we have to be more careful to make sure we have no sveikas. But the Maisa, people make mistakes. So one thing we have to say, if a person said Mashiv Baruch or Talamat Levracha during the summer, don't just add the same Baracha or add Marid Atol. That doesn't help. You have to go back to the beginning of that bracha, Atagibor or Baruch Aleinu, and start over again, because the first nusach was Mekulkul. The basic klal is when you have a person has a suffix, within 30 days, the Yishalmi used the lashon of Chazaka. The Ramah says Vadai. He said what he is used to saying. So if he has a suffix, if he said the right thing or the wrong thing, within 30 days, he probably said what he's used to. Suffix brachas lahakol. So it seems that the Yishalmi and the Ramah is learning it's a din it's a bir in the Chazak is the birr that he definitely said what he's used to saying. So it's not a suffix. And based on this, if you have a person he made a mistake on the 35th day, that doesn't destroy the new Chazaka. There was a Chazaka. The Chazaka changed, and the fact that he made a mistake in one of the days after the Chazaka changed doesn't question the new Chazaka. If you made a mistake in the 29th day, that already is some hold you're soisa the first 29 days, but it's more likely you're not soisa, but you have to have an extra day to make up for the day that you made a mistake. A ger that has no chazaka and he has a regular suffix, so suffix brachas lahakol. We said an interesting point: if someone only washed on Shabbos, there's a suffix if he said ritzei, so we'll say suffix brachas lahakol. It's not a din every suffix you have to repeat. It's a suffix. There's a chazaka, then you have to repeat. Suffix if a person daven or not, that it's a gemara, it's a different shayla. If he didn't daven or not, we paskin alvai shvaldim kalim kulay daven over b'teras nedava. If someone is sure he's muchzik within 30 days, or he's certain that even after 30 he's not yet muchzik, so we go basa lahakol, we go basa the person, that if he feels he's muchzik, lahakol lahach, we go basa the person. We saw that the hezbah of 90 times is because it dents the chazaka. That's the pshat in the Mar Muttenberg. Once you did it 90 times, the chazaka that you had is questionable. Then we'll go back to suffix brachas lahakol. If a person has a suffix what he said and a child told him he said the right thing, you could rely on the child. If you have a suffix, if there's a new chazaka, you could be mekel. If a person surely said yalav v'yavai, he doesn't know if he said resh chodesh like he's supposed to, or chag hamatzos, you could be mekel, because there's no chazaka saying chag hamatzos. Suffix, if he said at the yatzarta when he's supposed to say at the yatzarta, then he has to repeat, because there's much more of a muchzik to saying a regular musaf. A person could insert the Rosh Chodesh in the Ritzei if it's Negeya. Safik, if he said a Melech HaKadosh a whole year, during the Seres Meitshuva you have to daven over, except on Rosh Hashanah or Yom Kippur, when he has a Siddur in front of him and he's davening a different Nusach, you could assume he said a Melech HaKadosh, even though he's much more morgal in saying a Keil HaKadosh. An Ish that davens regularly and left out a Me'ein Amur that's important should daven over. If she davens occasionally, there's enough to be Saimach, she doesn't have to daven over. We had a delightful machlokes rishonim. The person left out a ma'ura. Is it pshat as nishke daven? Is it pastor Shmonei Esrei, or it's a Shmonei Esrei was felt in askara? And we had many nafkaminas. But if there's a davening with a mashiv aruach talamata during the summer, that's a klolodika tefillah, which is worse than a lack of askara. The person missed yalav v'yavai. If an isha, missed yalav v'yavai in ma'ariv, there's what to be saimachan. Because Ma'ariv for her is still a rishus. A cotton should have the same chinuch like a gadol does. A suffix, if a person said the ma'ura and he could only make up as a tefillah tashlumen, that's still a chiyav tashlumen because it's kilu, it's a vadei. Anish is mistapik within 30, after 30 days, yash lahakol, because we go with 30 days. A shatz that has 90 without 30 days, Yesh lahakol, Mishnah Berurah says either 30 days or 90 tefillas is enough. The Mishnah Berurah does say ideally, like the Chasam Sofer, to try to say 101 times, you want to make a real muhzik, but 90 times is certainly b'diavad enough. A person that missed one of the days, but 30 days passed, the Taz says that's enough for a chazakah. We do count the first day of Pesach and the Chari even regarding the same beracha. The Mishnah Berurah has a suffix, but you don't count Erev Pesach Shechal b'Shabbos because that was not yet a change. A suffix, if Ya'aleh v'Yavai are Rosh Chodesh, you have to repeat the Shmonei Esrei, except the Ma'ariv, of course. Even though there's no chazaki either way, but we don't go with the Ramah. The Mishnah Berurah passes not like the Ramah. A suffix Ya'aleh v'Yavai, you have to repeat the Shmonei Esrei. It's a good idea to put a reminder in the siddur, put a tissue, a post-it, whatever it is, something to remind you that you have to say this ma'ura. You can keep it in for 30 days regarding Marid Atol, Mashruach, whatever it is. But a person that has a suffix, if he said Ya'aleh v'Yavai Shachris Mincha or Chalamoy Shachris Mincha or Ma'ariv, has to repeat the Shmonei Esrei. A person that said the first Shmonei Esrei without Ya'aleh v'Yavai and the second without Mashav Ruach, so there is a tzad to be makel that you could add up the two, unless there was a klola in what he said the wrong thing. There's pashtis, there's no inyan of smichas gula tefillah, because you could be samech that you ate the first Shmonei Esrei. So you could say halal with the tzibur, or if you want, and you skipped Sukkot Zimmer, you could say it before the makeup Shmonei Esrei. It's kedai to find the minyan, of course, l'chumra, and put on tefillin, but miyikid din, if you hold you ate the Shmonei Esrei, just missing an askara, there's no chi of minyan or tefillin.